Hello friends, welcome back to our channel The Catalyst, our home of solutions. So today we are going to answer June 2023 Ordinary Level Computer Science Paper 3, Day 3, as we can see on the screen here, which is made up of 3 tasks, task 1, task 2 and task 3. And we are supposed to answer this question in the 2.5 hours. Okay. So task 1 is on word processing, task 2 is on spreadsheet, and task 3 on database. Okay, so let's go straight away and answer the first task, which is task 1 on word processing. So we are supposed to type this document, as you can see here. This is the text we are supposed to type. Okay, that's the text we are supposed to type. So what we'll do is we'll launch our word processor and then we type. So for us not to waste time, I have already typed the text, as you can see here. This is the text already typed. Okay, this is the text already typed. So I've done everything. So the next thing is for us to answer from C to in fact, answer from C to E. Okay, so formatting. The first thing is that we'll set our page to A4 and our page orientation to landscape. So to do that, we'll go to layout. Okay, in layout we'll choose size and we'll choose A4. Then orientation is going to be landscape. So voila, so things have changed. Okay, the next thing we'll do is the title should be bold and centered and formatted with a 14-point series and inserted as header. Okay, so this title we are supposed to put it at 14. Okay, and it should be series font is made up of so many fonts. One of the fonts we have there in series is Times New Roman, so choosing that to make it bold and centered. Okay, and then we are also going to put it as header. To put it as header is just for us to go to insert header header, and we'll take this, the first option. So we'll put that as our header. As simple as that. We can centralize it. Okay, so that is it. We set header. So we have done that, and now let's move to the next question. The next question, we have the page. Maybe I'll make it larger. Next question says the paragraph should be left and right justified. Have a line spacing of 1.5 and formatted with a 12-point series font. So the rest of the paragraphs, so select these paragraphs. We are supposed to make it 12 series point in justified. This is the button. We have justified everything. Good. So let's move on. Insert a picture of the author and the name. Centralize and at the top of the page. Insert a picture of author and the name. Centralize at the top of the page and at the top of the page. Centralize at the top of the page. It means we are supposed to pick the picture is supposed to be up and at the top of the page. Okay, so it's not down as we can see down here by Susan. So it's supposed to be at the top instead, at the top of the page. Okay, so insert um, picture this device. Okay, so we'll go to desktop. Desktop, we'll look for, how is it again? Group 3, this is it. So auto, we set the picture up. Okay, and the name of the auto, centralized, that's what they said here. So that's the name of the auto. So that is it. I hope I understood. Insert the picture of the author and the name centralized at the top of the page. At the top of the page. So we have done that. So insert a drop caps 2 lines at the start of each paragraph. So this is the beginning of this paragraph. We go to insert. Where is drop cap? This is drop cap. Maybe. Excuse me. What phone fell? I'm trying to locate where my phone is. It just fell. Sorry. Okay. So this is drop cap. So we first of all insert at the beginning of the paragraph, and then we go to drop cap over here. So I will select this drop cap and I'll take dropped. So how many lines? Is it 2 or how many lines? 2 lines drop cap. So I will reduce it to 2 lines. Well, so that's our 2 line drop cap. That's our 2 line drop cap. We'll do it for each of the paragraphs. Same thing here. Drop cap, 2 lines. So drop cap. Hey, sorry. It was supposed to be here. Why is it taking that? Okay, drop cap. Wow, 2 lines. Wow, this one too. Drop cap. It's also supposed to be 2 lines, so I will adjust the drop cap to 2 lines. So that's it. I don't know the use of this by Suzanne Hawk, but well, we have followed the instructions and it was supposed to be. We have done that, and that is it for word processing. I suppose we have to save our document as tax 1B. So over here, I'll make another copy, calling it tax 1. Tax 1. So that's it. Save it. I think that is it for that tax. Now we'll move to the next tax, which is tax 2 on spreadsheet. Okay. It said the record of performance of some students in mathematics and computing as shown in the worksheet of table 1. The information is used to analyze the performances of the students in order to prepare a report. This is it here. Now launch the spreadsheet on your computer and enter the information in the spreadsheet. So we have already prepared the document. Okay, this is it already typed. I'm waiting for the Excel file to open. It's already typed, so let's just wait. Oh, it's taking time. Okay, anyway, let me open Excel. So this is our file here. Okay, already typed. So we are going to follow the instructions. So it said key in the formula to compute the weighted score for mathematics in cell E4. Weighted score is equals to score times the coefficient. Okay. So for mathematics, we'll say weighted score is score times the coefficient. So the score in mathematics, this is it, times the coefficient of mathematics. Now the coefficient of mathematics is fixed. Okay. The coefficient of mathematics is fixed. So what we'll do is that we are going to make it absolute. Okay, an absolute reference, that we are going to make it fixed so that it does not change as we drag and drop. And to do that, we press on F4 on our keyboard. We press on F4 on our keyboard so that it gives us the dollar sign. Okay, F4. Sorry, F4. So we can see those dollar signs before the column and after the column. Okay, that's it. That is to make the coefficient fixed for that particular subject. So with that now, we'll double click, it calculates, it does what we call autofill for the rest. Okay. Use absolute referencing to the coefficient in cell D19. So we've done that. Copy your formula in the cell E4 to the other relevant cells in the column E. Okay, we have already done that. Now let's move on. Repeat B and C above, but this time for computing in column F. Okay, so this one now is for computing in column F. So we'll do the same thing. We'll take the mark times the coefficient of computing, and then we'll put the absolute reference. Okay, for coefficients. So with that now, we'll simply double click so that it calculates for the rest. Very well. So what do we do next? We'll move to the next question, which says enter in cells G4 and H4 appropriate formulas to calculate the sum and average respectively of the values in cell E4 and E4 and F4. Enter formulas in cell G4 and H4. Okay, G4 and H4. Okay, G4 is the total. So G4 total is the sum of these two, the weighted. Okay, sorry, is the sum of this and this. Okay, so we can just double click and it calculates for the rest. So for us to calculate the average now, the average is gotten from this total divided by the sum of coefficients. So the sum of coefficient is the first coefficient plus the second coefficient. Okay, and all of them are supposed to be fixed. Okay, the sum of these two is supposed to be fixed. So I'll make it absolute again so that it does not change as we scroll down. So that's it. So that's the average for the first, we do for the rest. So we have calculated that. Okay, then copy these formulas to the other. Okay, we have done that. Right in the space below the formulas you have used in G4 and H4. Okay, uh, well, for G4, G4, let's look for the formula and paste there. G4, this is G4, this is the formula used. It could be this, as G4, or you can still decide that you will use this, and instead of plus you use the function sum, and then you reference the cell, these two cells. Just put it like that. Okay. So that's it. Now for F4, H4, sorry. For H4, what was used? H4, H4, we can use this. That's the formula. So that's it. So close that Dominion. Close the door. Sorry for that interruption. Okay, so now the next is G. In G now we are to enter in cell I4 a formula to calculate the ranking. Okay, so you put here rank. So you can put here rank for the ranking. Okay, ranking we put borders. We put borders and we adjust it here too for the rank. So we are supposed to rank the students from the first to the last. So we use the function rank. Okay, we use the function rank. So to do that, we'll click on the function button and look for rank. If it is not there, you type here. Just this way, you type rank and press enter, and that is it. So we are going to rank. What's the use of rank? Rank, it returns the rank of a number in a list of numbers. Its size relative to other values in the list. So the first is the number. What are we ranking? We are ranking according to the averages. Okay, so we'll take the first average. Then what is going to be our reference? Ref is going to be all the averages from the first to the last. and then we have to put absolute reference also so that it remains fixed for all the ranks so that it can be ranked. Okay, so it's supposed to be fixed. Voila. So we put F4. Then the order, we have two orders. We have descending order. It means that the student with the highest average will be first, and then if we take ascending order, the student with the highest average will instead be the last. So we want the descending. Okay, so that's it. We click on OK, and we can see the rank of this first student. We double click so that I calculate for the rest, and voila. So the first has 17.64286 average. Voila. So that is it. We have to enter the formula down here for I4. This is I4 here. I will just copy this and I will paste it here. Voilà. So copy the formula in cell I4 to other. Okay, we have done that. If the copied results do not make sense, go back to each above, amend the formula and try again until the rankings are all correct. We have already done that. You can only have wrong ranking when your reference is not absolute. So you have to put absolute reference to the range. Okay, the range from the first mark to the last average. From the first average to the last. Write in the space below the formula you have used in I4. I think I already entered it up here. But anyway, see, they keep asking. So that's it. Now save your work as task 2. So we've done that. We've come to the end of this particular exercise. Okay, so save it as task 2. Done. Let's move to the next task now. Our next task is task 3, which is on database. It is said that the table below lists information about student participants in a tournament. So we have this. Use your database management system to design a database called stud_table to store the table. Write in the space below the data type you use for each of the fields. So what we'll do is we will launch Access, because that's the database management system we have here. So we use Access. We'll launch our Access, and we are supposed to create a database named stud table. Yes, come in. So we click on blank database, and then you give the name of the database, which should really give us stud_table. That's the name. Then we'll click on this button to browse to where our candidate folder is. Most candidates usually use the default folder, which is my document. So if in case you saved your work but you don't know where it is not found in your candidate folder, you can go to my document and you see it there. So but I will browse to my folder directly by clicking on this, and then I'll move to June 2023 group 3. This is a folder, so I will save it there and click on create. Okay, with this now I will go to create this table. I will right click, go to design view. I may still call it student table. Okay, I'll call it student table or student. Well, I've not given a name for the table. So once you do that, now it will bring you in the design form In the design form now, we'll start entering this information that we see on this table. The first is rec, which we can see that we have numbers here. So we can use rec. We type rec. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I'll zoom it. So here now we give the field name. The first is rec. Okay, we type rec, then we choose the data type. You can use auto number here or simply number. If you auto number is if you don't want to type, you want it to be generated automatically for you. So you can use auto number, but if you want to be the one to type, you use number. So it all depends on you. For me, I'll use auto number since we are dealing with numbers here. But anyway, let me use number. It's better so that we see how to do it. Then the next field is student name. Okay, student name. So I'll type it student name as we can see on the screen. So what is the data type? It's a text. So I'll choose text. Over here, you just choose text, short text. Next, we'll choose date of birth, which is date slash time. Okay. The next field is date of birth. So choose the data type. It is date slash time. Okay. Move on. Date slash time. And when we look at it by default, that's the date we are supposed to choose. The format. That's fine. Let's move to the next field. The next field is school. So type school here, and the data type is text. Okay, it's just text. And next, female, yes or no, we'll choose boolean. Female, we'll choose yes or no. Okay, that's the data type. And then the last is score. Score is integer or numbers. Okay, score. Score, data type is number. So once we've done that, we go to datasheet view so that we can input the data. You click on save, yes, and voila. So that's what we have here. So well, I will change this data type to yes so that it fits what we have here. Okay, so that it will appear as a text. Okay, you can still use this yes or no, but yes or no, yes means ticking, no means not ticking. So it all depends on you. So I would prefer that we use a different data type here. Let's use text so that it will be easy for you to understand. So that's it. Okay, so we have everything now ready as we can see. So let's go to the next question. Write, they said write in the space below the data types for each. Okay, for right, we use number as well as you can also use auto number. You can also use auto number. Okay. The name of the student is text or simply short text. Okay. The date of birth is date slash time. The school is text or short text. And female, we can use yes slash no or you use text. Okay. Score is number. So that's it. Now they said populate the table with the data in the table above. Then make a screenshot of your table with the data, launch a word processor and paste the table in it. Save it as task 3. Okay, so we just need to populate this. To populate, since I'm dealing with 1, 2, 3, let me just do them first. I think there are 5. I hope I'm right. Yeah, Ruth, Peter, John. So I'll just enter the names also. Ruth, Peter, John, and I'll move to the next name, Rita and Seraphine. Okay, Rita. Oh, sorry, Rita and next Seraphine. Okay, date of birth. Date of birth. Um, Seat of. Anyway, date of birth. Seat 0825. Is it 25? Yeah, and we have so I will just put it here just beside for easy access. So let's look at the date. Okay, we'll do the same. The next is 11 of 06 because according to the order I have here, I have years, the year after, not before. Okay,